You're listening to the Wiley Productions Network of Excellence, inspiring hope one story at a time.
I'm Kathleen Kane with Wiley Productions, and this is another NOE Network of Excellence podcast. And we are very excited today to be talking to Dr. Michael Holloway, owner and founder of Lifestyle Solutions MedSpa, right here in Ocala. How are you today, Mr. Dr. Michael Holloway?
Thank you, Kathleen. Just call me Michael, but Dr. Holloway, I'm very happy to be here with you today, and thank you for having me.
Well, we're happy to have you. You've been in the area now for, you just mentioned, almost 20 years.
Yeah, I'm a native Floridian, very proud of that as our state is sort of growing in its demographics and population, but was born and raised and grew up in Orlando, Florida, and went to University of Florida for college and medical school, and came to Ocala in 2003 during my years at college. It was really just 3 exits on I-75, so I didn't appreciate what Ocala has to offer until about 2003, and then I'm proud to say that it's been my home and my community for the past 20 years.
And of course, it has just been growing in leaps and bounds.
Unbelievable, and I've as any of us that are from the area have observed, and probably exponentially in the past 3 or 4 years, I think post-pandemic, the things have just taken off. So in large part here in Ocala, because we have all the industrial things happening on I-75 and the World Equestrian Center, of course, and it's really just taken off. So we have a lot of new, exciting people coming to the area, which also brings new, exciting things in the downtown square, new restaurants, new venues. So it's an exciting time to be part of Ocala community.
Yeah, so much revitalization going on. Now, I'm looking at your shirt, Lifestyle Solutions MedSpa, Beauty Through Health. And isn't that the truth? I've been there. I love it. The facials are awesome, but there are so many services that you do offer.
Yeah, it's really been a passion. To go back a minute in time, as I was working my way through medical school, and I was an athlete, competitive athlete, most of my adult years, competed for the Gators as a pole vaulter, and then went on to compete and train for some Olympic Games, and had the pleasure of competing and training with some wonderful athletes worldwide. And
now, what was that like?
Well, it really defined who I would become later in my life, and is part of the story of Lifestyle Solutions MedSpa, because I started pole vaulting when I was 14 years old, and it was a 12-year journey, and was very proud to represent the United States in world championships around the world and various international competitions. And during that time in my life, I was very involved with, of course, fitness, nutrition, and metabolism. And I really believe it was a divine inspiration that I had a vision for post, athletic years to actually help real everyday people, everyday Americans, not just elite athletes, achieve health through proper weight management and nutrition and exercise. So hence, when I got involved and was able to take over and develop Lifestyle Solutions MedSpa, which started in 2004, we came up with the tagline, Beauty Through Health, because that's really what it's about, is not just external beauty, but internal beauty through being healthier.
Oh, I just love that. And you also have a beautiful space there. It's 2 floors. So tell us a little bit more about what goes on. So let's say someone comes in for weight loss. Walk us through that.
The original starting point, which started in 2004, was we became very, very well known for our weight management programs, and still are today. I mean, we've got a 20-year track record of helping thousands and thousands of patients lose anywhere from 5 pounds to 200 pounds. We treat all ages, from teenagers up through 90-year-olds, everybody in between, all walks of life.
That's great.
Whether they have multiple medical issues or not, we focus solely on helping people develop a game plan or a roadmap to being successful, not just losing weight, but getting healthier. Many times people are able to get off of medications or reverse their diabetes or get rid of their blood pressure because they get the weight off and they're actually having a more balanced, healthier lifestyle. as those early years developed, we realized that once people start doing that, they start feeling better about themselves, they start dressing better, and they want to look better on the outside.
I was just getting to that.
We sort of naturally incorporated the medical spa components, which are all medical-based services, treatments and services, and they just are a natural complement to people that want to get that overall beauty, especially after they've lost some weight. But we were probably one of the first medical spas in North Central Florida back in the early 2000s, and now, of course, there's more people doing it.
And you actually hit it right there when you said that people start to feel better on the inside because they're so healthy. And then all of a sudden they kind of go, I still look a little tired, but that is because as we get a little bit older, sometimes that's what happens. So you have, all those other offerings as well.
We've always tried to stay on the cutting edge of whatever was out there and available, and we've always tried to educate our clients or patients in terms of whatever we have brought into our office. My reputation is on the line, and I try to tell people, look, we've done the homework. We don't do anything that's gimmicky or not proven, so most everything we have is either FDA approved or certified and proven. And so we know we can speak with confidence and deliver results, whether it's Botox, fillers, Juvederm, laser treatments for sunspots, vessels, hair removal, cool sculpting, which we've been one of the top providers in the country for the past 8 years. Jacqueline, who's our master cool sculptor.
She's awesome.
We actually almost teach the courses when we go to their universities because we've been doing it for so long and so well, and she's our sole master cool sculptor. So we used to have a billboard that would say, if you can squeeze it, we can freeze it.
That's funny.
But we complement, because sometimes when you lose weight, you still have areas of stubborn, pockets of sort of subcutaneous fat, and that's where the cool sculpting comes in, because everything we do at the med spa is non-surgical, minimally invasive, little to no downtime. So these are things that can be done during your lunch break or afternoon and recover that same day.
Right. Now, one of the things that's so great about Lifestyle Solutions Med Spa, and we are talking with Dr. Michael Holloway, is that everyone is really treated like family. When you walk in the door, from the moment you walk in, the way the space is and your staff, and you, of course, everyone just feels so at home.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons I really appreciate this podcast, Kathleen, and hopefully it'll reach more listeners, is because we're a little hidden gem in Ocala. Ocala's growing, and there's lots of new strip centers and things that are all over, but you kind of got to know where we are to find us. So I hope that when you hear this, you'll either Google us or get the address. And we're just about a mile east of the downtown square, just off the boulevard. We're one street to the north. And so when you come to our little oasis, even when you see the outside of the building, you just have no idea what you're going to experience.
Oh, there's fish in the water.
Yep.
As you walk over the boardwalk.
You have a deck and water and tranquil and a waterfall, but you don't really appreciate what you're going to see until you open the door and come inside. And we want our patients to feel comfortable. We don't want it to be a place of stress. So I have a little sign being made that I wanted to do for 20 years. It says, this is a no stress zone. So when you come inside, you're going to relax. You're going to be taken care of. People are going to know your name. Our weight loss patients usually come once a week. We have facials, hydrofacials, a whole variety of things that we do. But I think most importantly, people enjoy coming to a place they can just escape the stresses of reality on the outside world.
Yes. And of course, your wife, Shannon, has been a big part of the success as well.
Absolutely. I'm very blessed. I'm a blessed man. We literally do things 24/7 together. We can change chapters, but we both are very passionate about our medical spa. And we always want to make sure that the client, customer, patient has the best possible experience. And we're both devoted to that at all levels. And we try to make sure that we accomplish that goal.
So we talked about the growth in Ocala. You've been here since 2004. How do you see yourself, Lifestyle Solutions Med Spa? What is your vision for the future?
Well, I think it's kind of been a dream come true. As I mentioned, there was sort of a divine inspiration that I would be doing this type of thing at some point in my medical career. And now I get to look back on 20 years of service and part of this community. And even though there's more businesses out there and more spas and various things, we have always tried to hold a high bar that we build relationships. I'm so
Right.
blessed to have had patients, clients that have come for 20 years. I go in the office, I feel like it's a reunion every day because I get to see people and give
Oh,
them a hug and ask
yeah.
about their family or whatever their business is. And it's just, it's like the old Cheers. Everybody likes to go to a place where they know your name.
Right. So you'll continue on with what you're doing.
Yeah, I think bigger is not always better.
Sure.
We attempted to branch out and have other offices, and I'm more about quality than quantity. I want
Right.
to take care of the people that come to see us. I love this community of Ocala. It's growing. We have new people coming in every day, and we just want them to know we're a safe place and a place they can come and count on us to give them a great treatment, and hopefully we help them be successful, whatever that is.
Yes, we certainly love Ocala. There's most businesses really have a heart for the community as you do. Now, sometimes there's always a challenge. I say sometimes always. That's kind of sounds that's a little different there, but can you come up with or think of a challenge
Well,
that has actually then made a success?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, there's no doubt to that. And anybody that thinks they're going to live life and not have some challenges, they're not living life because, as my late mother used to always say, one of her famous lines was, with challenges come opportunities.
And learning,
And
sure.
learning. So in
Yeah.
fact, I had an employee this morning that just said, Dr. Holloway, I don't know if I'm getting it right. I'm making some mistakes. And she's new with us. And I said, well, Olivia, it's okay. We learn from our mistakes. And if you didn't make mistakes, you wouldn't learn anything.
Right.
We've had numerous challenges over the 20 years. And obviously the pandemic was a challenge for everybody.
Sure.
It's a new world of workplace. And as more people are used to virtual things, we have to find good staff that are happy to be there, love to motivate and inspire our clients, and bring a smile every day to work. And we're blessed that we have always been able to find a team, regardless of the challenges out there in society. And right now, I'm very proud to say I think I got one of the best teams I've ever had. So,
Oh, that's great.
It's taken a lot of training, a lot of grooming, but I think that we always meet a challenge head on and try to find a solution. And that's why part of our name is Lifestyle Solutions MedSpa.
Love it. Once again, we're talking with Dr. Michael Holloway from Lifestyle Solutions MedSpa, also the founder and owner. Before we go, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Well, again, thank you for this opportunity. And I think one of my passions, and I've realized this, it's taken 20 years to kind of know what really motivates me with our business. And it's when, I think most importantly, and I've had a lot of these over the years, is when someone comes, they see their primary care physician, they're being managed for a variety of things. Maybe they're pre-diabetic or diabetic, and they're not really getting the lifestyle coaching that they need. They're being given medications to treat various conditions. But I get motivated when I see someone be successful, not just losing weight, but able to get rid of those medications. And their
that's
doctor,
awesome.
their primary care doctor, just says,
Yeah.
I'm declaring you no longer diabetic because your A1C is under 6 and you're doing great. You've
Wow.
lost 40 pounds. And, that is what makes me happy.
Yes, that's the reward right there. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming in and talking with us today, and keep it going.
Thank you, Kathleen. It was great to be here.
And say hello to Shannon.
I will.
All right. I'm Kathleen Kane for Wiley Productions, and this has been another NOE Network of Excellence podcast.
Thank you for helping us with our mission to make this community a better place. For more information on how you can share your message of hope, please visit us at www.wileyproductions.com.